Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the Philips Hue color changing lights. I have bought 23 to convert my whole apartment over, and this is the newer box as compared to the last model I guess they released. And then I'll show you around my apartment. So these are the track lights right here above, and the only ones I haven't converted over yet because I realized having dimmer switches, the Philips Hue controlled lights don't work very well, or they're not as compatible, I guess you could say, but I'll show you a little bit of how this all works. Hey, make all lights blue. Done. So currently I have 23 lights. I have approximately 2 nightstand lights, 2 ceiling fan, and then I also have 2 in the closet as well. I have 8 in the bathroom. So this may not show up very well on the camera here. Got 6 for the vanity. Got 2 above the bathtub area. Going back into the front, we do have the 2 pendant lights there. And then as well as 2 in the living room. Ceiling fan, of course, and then the lamp, if you will. Now I don't have the under counter lighting quite yet. These are built in with the apartment, so it is a little bit trickier to figure out exactly how I'm going to go about doing that. But eventually I will be doing that. And then you do have the light above the front door area. I got 2 there. And then I also have 2 in the office. And let me go ahead and make these lights normal so I can tell you about the lights I replaced. Hey Siri, good morning. Good morning, coming right up. So these are some of the lights that I did replace. I'm not sure if all of them are here. I did replace 23 light bulbs. And one issue, not issue, but more so something that I had to kind of figure out how to overcome is the GU 24s, I like to say, GU24 adapter, because the light bulbs from Philips Hue are standard in the US as the, I don't even know what it's called, the little screw-in type. So I did buy these on Amazon, and for 15 of them, 14 or 15 of them, it was $7, so pretty good deal. So let me show you a couple of the color capabilities. I am using the HomePod today, which, by the way, if you guys ever tried it, is pretty awesome. It doesn't have a ton of features, but it has enough for me. The music quality is great, and it helps with the lights. Try a different color. Hey Siri, make all lights green. Okay. So as you can tell, it is pretty cool how it lights up the room. I have to say that this is probably pretty energizing color. All in all, the colors are very vibrant, even coming from a colorblind person like myself. But they are pretty colorful and pretty easy to change. You could pretty much say any kind of color. So, for instance, like hot pink. Hey Siri, make all lights hot pink. That's done. So it's actually pretty instantaneous, I'd have to say, for it to be able to, you know, set up and change 23 light bulbs. It's almost instant. So pretty easy to adjust quickly. Very user friendly. Hey, good morning. Okay, the scene is set. The other great thing is, in the morning when you wake up, you know, everyone's pretty tired, so you can just say, you know, hey, blank, good morning, and then it'll actually set the entire scene for you, which I can also make a video showing how to set that up as well. It's pretty easy to do, and it's definitely helpful whenever you don't want to have to worry about getting all the lights on. Try out a few other colors. Hey, make all lights purple.
All set.
This is almost kind of like an ultraviolet light. I don't think the iPhone likes the color intensity there, but these are very bright. For ceilings that are 11 feet tall, it lights the areas pretty sufficiently. I'd have to say it's pretty awesome. Kind of gives you a comfortable vibe, especially whenever you come home relax and to honestly just play with the colors. It's pretty fun. It's pretty easy to use the app from Philip Hue, or what I'll do is I'll also, if you guys want, since this is my first video, I'm not sure if you guys would be interested, but I would actually make a video on the few apps that I actually use with the Hue Lights and make it really easy and kind of fun to play with and give you more possibilities with the lighting. I'll go ahead and set these back to normal, which, like I said, using Siri to do it makes it easy because you don't have to select it off a color selector. So I'll make these all normal again. Hey, make all lights white.
That's done.
So as you can see, when they're on the regular white setting, or the standard light bulb setting, it makes it pretty bright, I have to say. They're very comparable to CFL light bulbs. Definitely like them. Now I did try out the white ambient ones. This is my first time doing the Hue Lights, and I know I've always wanted to try them, just never fully kind of dove into it. But I did try out the white Hue Lights as the first option. I liked them. They were pretty awesome. If you see here, it pretty much does what this top little line says, where it's warm white to cool daylight. So they were pretty nice. You get to kind of dim them and kind of give you more capabilities than the standard light bulb would. But, you know, I kind of wanted to also see what the color ones were like. So all in all, I ended up trying out the color one. I really liked them, so I just went ahead and went completely for it, and actually ended up with 23 light bulbs. I did buy one extra, so I'll actually kind of do an unboxing for you guys. It is still sealed here, so let me grab my scissors. I'm trying to do this while holding the camera, so it is a little challenging. So let me just like that. All right, it's giving me a little bit more trouble than that to open it. Like I said, just trying to do this one hand here. So it's packaged pretty well, as a light bulb could be, I suppose. And then that will be right inside here. Let's see. So now there is what I feel to be kind of a slight difference between this one and the last one they released. Now they both are the 3rd generation. It's just very small differences. Like for instance, the dome of the light bulb actually looks fairly different than the last one, which is still the 3rd generation. It's just you notice that this writing is gray, so it's a little bit different than the previous one. Same lumens, pretty much everything's same. The other thing I noticed is that the bottom is also white, whereas the other 3rd generation has a black bottom by the metal conductor. Now I'm not sure the reason why, slightly different, but just from what I've noticed when I researched about the light bulb, not necessarily researched, but just Googled what the differences were. Someone did kind of nickname it a 3.1. They just said it was the most current version. So that's all I know about it so far. But all in all, pretty much the exact same light bulb from my general assumption. So one thing I wanted to mention or demonstrate is that it also dims very well. From what I've heard, these lights actually dim the most compared to the first and second generation. Not that that's a huge difference, but for me, it's kind of cool to have what seems like a little night light. You can put it down to, I think, like even 5%. That looks like, hey Siri, make all lights 5%.
All set.
So as you can tell, they're pretty dim. The iPhone 10 is pretty awesome because even in person, these are more dim than the camera's actually showing. But I'll kind of show you what it looks like even compared to a candle, for example. So you'll see that the light's pretty dim. It's almost like a nightlight, if you will. And, you know, it's even fun with more colors. Hey, make all lights red.
Done.
So very small difference when it's on 5%. Not small difference, but, you know, not as drastic when it's lower, but still really nice. But even when it's at 50%, it's pretty awesome. Hey, make all lights 50%.
Okay.
So as you can tell, it's a pretty awesome to be able to control the lights even down to the brightness levels. So I am very impressed as a first-time buyer of these lights, and I'm going to continue to buy these lights because of the experience I've had with these. So the TV's a little bright there. And then let me put these up to the full brightness. Hey Siri, make all lights 100%.
That's done.
So very bright. And also, if you guys, like I said, if you would like a video showing you some of the apps, there are some apps that, you know, actually let the lights go to music, that kind of thing. Just let me know. And, you know, like I said, it's my first video, so if you guys like it, I'm totally down to make a video kind of showing all the different apps. And yeah, and then we'll end this with a gold color. Hey, make all lights gold.
Consider it done.
Pretty vibrant, you guys. So just let me know if you guys would like to see any other videos.